I appreciate you coming to this meeting. Thank you. We are so thrilled to have you here.
Right, I know. I got an email saying that I was going to get a proposal. I didn't get it, so we just want to get up to business and see what you have to offer in your proposal now that you requested this second meeting.
Yes, we have some fabulous new marketing ideas to really get your new phones off the ground. And to share some of those ideas, I brought my team members with me, and we have some new ideas that you might want to consider. We're going to put on the table and see what you think.
That's a great addition to the proposal, and we'll love to be able to entertain it, discuss it, and figure out if that's the way we want to go. But I believe the second meeting was brought forth because we wanted to talk about the issue at hand, which is training the students and the speakers. So can we get to that?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We don't want them to be asked for every 4.4 minutes to tell their story or to name your company. That's why we're coming up with different ideas.
I'm sorry,
so they
it was
don't have to.
4.4 seconds.
No, 4.4 minutes. Read your notes.
The last meeting that we had already we had already said no, that it was not an option though.
Yeah,
So,
we understand. That's why we're trying to come up with more ideas so that they don't have to do this. Because we've been contacted by 10 domestic violence nonprofit organizations that help women, and they've already threatened to take your company and go.
We have an expert
I hear-
that works with us.
Our
and
legal
they have the
department is
relationship-
actually here.
Ethics.
Yeah, our
Yes.
ethics person.
So what is it that the feminist organizations are saying to you, sir?
That they want to take this, they want to exploit the company and tell them that, you know, what they're doing to these college students.
Exploitation. We also have our attorney here today that has already given us the whole parameters, how the law works.
It's actually
The
going
thing
to
we
give
need
you
is a
better.
guarantee that the spokespeople, the students, number one, are meeting the demands of our project. We need them to be able to articulate, to be confident, and to show that, you know, being a survivor, while it's a challenge, they want to help the community, they want to raise awareness. So
what
They
we've done-
actually have agreed to do that, and we value you as a client of ours. We've had a wonderful relationship with you for the last 5 years.
absolutely, we
So
gave you 80% of our business.
You have seen that we've demonstrated that we've been able to move your company even farther. And we just want you to take a moment to hear some of our ideas that we think you haven't even thought about. We're one of the top marketing and public relations companies in the country, and that's why you've hired us. So we just want to be able to at least introduce some of these ideas to you, keeping in mind what you thought about in terms of wanting the students to address and promote the company. And so I'd like my colleagues to be able to continue.
I'm glad you brought that up as far as being one of the top marketing companies. I had actually looked into another competitor that we use, which is Essence Marketing. And we looked at, and they're also doing pilot programs at this point as far as domestic issues with different companies. As far as Farmers Insurance, they're looking at AT&T, and they have the same pilot program. And what they're doing is they're using domestic violence survivors, and their training, it actually incorporates media training. So I'm just curious, like I mentioned, it's not an option. They're doing the same thing. They're your competitors.
This is your chance
But you want
to
to look
get
better
out
than
there
them.
and
You
have.
want to look better than them.
This is
You
going to
don't
give you a
want your
marketing
company to
edge.
look like that.
And just a quick question. I'm sure that I'm not sure if you've asked us before, but we're associated with Google, with Coca-Cola, with various different vendors that are already on the campus. So you guarantee that that's not your only venue to advertise yourself. You're going to have flyers that are going to be going partner with each of these companies, which I'm sure Essence doesn't have available. So that's another.
And you're going to be the first company that we're doing this with, this whole new format, which we know is going to take us far. We're doing research on the latest ways that college students are accessing information. So you'll be not just on signage, you'll also be on all of their logins when they click into their classes. You'll have little commercial spaces. So we're looking at far more than just one little videotape.
So I like your ideas, but we're not addressing the fact that why the students do not want to do media interviews. If we just found out, if we find out what the problem is, maybe we can come to a solution, but I haven't heard why the students don't want to do media interviews. So we keep giving options here, but that's not the issue here.
They
The
don't
issue
have a
is I want
problem
to hear
telling their
why.
story. It's the way you want them to tell the story. It's the way you're
Great,
interpreting
well, let's discuss
and making
that because
them
I keep
tell
hearing
the
options,
story.
and options is not, I don't want options.
point, because you know what, Juanita, are you here?
Yes, hi, how are you?
You know, we thought
Hello,
what
ladies,
a great
nice to meet you. My
opportunity
name is Juanita.
to bring one of the survivors from the campus to speak, so you can hear it from her.
so you know how important this is to her and how this would affect her.
And we're so grateful that she's agreed to be one of the heroes that we're spotlighting in collaboration with you.
You know what, we really appreciate that, but we like to keep our meetings with executives only.
No, I understand, but you know what, we wanted to incorporate that philanthropic purpose, and I thought, you know, what better way than to.
You don't want me here?
I'm sorry,
No,
Monica,
actually,
can you just
absolutely.
step out of the room for a moment?
No, let's, I actually needed to take a 5-minute break. If you don't mind, have a seat. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm so glad that you're here.
We'll be back
You're
in 5
wonderful
minutes.
to our, I'm glad that you're sharing your stories.
We'll be
I
right
hope
back.
that. Give us a 5 minutes.
And did we talk about already the part where the ethics part? I know that they brought their attorneys here. Hi, Susie, how are you? How you doing? It's been a long time.
Yes, we just want to make sure we don't have any additional liabilities incurred on our company, you know, everyone.
Like exposing this, the young woman that you brought in without notifying us, that's a huge liability.
No,
Bring someone
exposing, I'm
that's not-
sorry, let's clarify.
No, we're talking
Exposing would
about
be putting her on the video and
No,
telling her what to
exposing
say.
her was bringing
Her
her into a
permission,
private
sitting
corporate meeting
here in
where
the
we're
meeting
negotiating,
was her
you don't bring
choice.
someone outside without notifying the
That
other
was her
party.
choice.
Oh,
Am I
Without
wrong?
our
okay.
consent.
You know,
Okay,
our
let's
apology
go.
if that happened
Yeah,
Thank
earlier.
you, thank
Our
you.
apology
Right.
in
But
behalf
let's
of
get
all
back to
ladies.
Ladies, I
something
just
else.
want to
I just
understand,
wanted-
we were in the
I'm
process
sorry,
of
excuse
actually
me.
coming to a negotiation.
Right, this is what I wanted to
So
know.
that's what I make sure.
Susie, did we talk about the ethics, the new ethics rules that came out about corporations and exploiting?
I think that's why you're here, because we are within the law.
Right, we want to make sure we're within our protocol and within our.
So let's get to, can we
But
meet
we're
their
not-
needs
but-
on the,
But
on the
we're
video
not, we're
recording?
not
We
actually.
were just about getting ready to, so you guys can go ahead and wait for us in the lobby, because we're just about getting ready to wrap it up. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap it up. Go wait in the lobby, please.
This is the thing,
Okay, go
ladies.
ahead.
We understand that 80% of your company thrives on our business. We are a global leader. We know that we gave you your name. So how, the bottom line is,
So
are you
let's-
able to train the students that we
Well,
want to
let's talk
use?
it-